and today we are here reacting to that when the cops accidentally became killers. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and please comment down what I should react to next. Do you want a gaming video or do you want a reaction video? Okay, let's start. Is that Jane?
These were moments when cops unintentionally became murderers. Let's begin with the most tragic incident, as officers unknowingly placed a suspect in a squad car that was later struck by a moving train.
Stop right there. You got a warrant? You got a
Keep your hands above your head.
Oh, she's there. Can you cut it for me? Thanks, Mom.
As you can see, the suspect Rios Gonzalez, who was arrested for allegedly brandishing a firearm from her car earlier, was placed in the back of the officer's car, which was parked on railroad tracks. Despite being fully aware of her responsibility for the suspect's safety, the officer left her alone in the car on the tracks, while searching her pickup truck for firearms, completely disregarding the danger posed by their squad car's location.
Took her a long time to pull over. I got a holster right here in the passenger seat. It took her a very long time to pull over. You're gonna toss something back.
Toss it out the window?
Could have out that window, but is that hard?
No, that's
Get your car! Stay back!
Yeah, that's instant death. Yep. That's instant death gypsy. What can you do? R.I.P. to her. I hope she probably had a good life before she got arrested. R.I.P. to that lady. It's over. It's over. There's no way you're surviving that. No way in God's green earth you're surviving that.
The scene was horrifying. The helpless suspect could do nothing but watch as the speeding train crashed into the car and struck her. And that wasn't the craziest part. While some
Did you look at the damage? Look at the, there's no surviving that. Yo, the person who put her in that car deserves life in jail, life in prison. No, forget life in prison. Eternity in prison. Eternity. Send her in that cell until her body rots in that cell. Anyway, I'll be back.
Yes! Do something, you worthless meatbag!
Like I was saying, the damage is too yours. The person who did it deserves eternity in prison. Not life, eternity. Like, there's no way. R.I.P. to that lady over there.
officers rushed to the scene to check on the well-being of the suspect. Others couldn't care less and continued searching for the firearm that had prompted the traffic stop in the first place.
There may still be a firearm in the vehicle. I don't know if you guys have been through it yet. You got it?
I got a holster here.
Yeah, we weren't sure if she threw it or if it's still hidden in the vehicle somewhere. It took her a long time to pull over, and Clientele said he did not see anything leave the vehicle.
Well, man, I just need to find out who she is so we can deal with that.
I know you need to find out if she's okay. But anyway, I'll be back. Eat healthy. Not just eating something. Bingo!
It's unbelievable how calm the cops were, and they even had the audacity to continue searching her car. The suspect in this case miraculously survived, but the same cannot be
Superwoman! That woman is Superwoman! Hell no! There is no way she survived that. She must have left with life-altering injuries. Life-altering injuries.
said for the next. next suspect.
Hey, you got a holster here? 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 Hey, you got a
On February 18, 2023, Larimer County Sheriff's Deputy Lorenzo Lujan pulled over a car after running the tags and discovering the registrations were expired. Upon stopping the car, he interrogated the driver, later identified as 28-year-old Brent Thompson, who initially provided a fake name. However, his lies were quickly uncovered during a background check. When the officer returned to confront the driver, Thompson made a grave mistake, one he forever came to regret.
Let me guess. He thought he wanted to pull out a taser and shoot him, but he accidentally pulled out a gun. I've seen this before.
The suspect attempted to evade the police by fleeing, but made the biggest mistake of his life when he jumped onto Interstate 25 highway.
That's an idiotic move. No!
The suspect was run over by a car, yet the officer still handcuffed him as if he was in a
He's dead.
I know.
What do you mean you handcuffed him?
I got all the way to Jackson. And then
position to get him.
You handcuffed a man that is dead on the floor. You only handcuff someone when you think they're gonna run and when you want to detain them. What is there to detain? The second he gets in the police station, he's gonna be pronounced dead in 2 minutes. Because there's no way. And that's also his fault. But that's not intentionally. He did what he did just one time.
And flee. Following the suspect's death from the crash, his family filed a lawsuit against the officer and his department after the district attorney determined that his actions were lawful. The next case is no less tragic. On July 16th, 2023,
I think he meant to say that he can't feel his heart beat.
Illinois state troopers pursued a man who began acting strangely upon seeing them at a gas station. He immediately fled, prompting the troopers to chase him. After a lengthy pursuit, the driver finally pulled over.
Roll the windows down. Roll the windows all the way down. I have cameras on. Roll the windows down. Keep your hands up keep your hands up in the roof. What's your deal? Shut the car off. Shut the car off. What's your deal? I'm scared. What are you scared of? Hop up.
You!
Don't reach for anything. Hey, you! That's the kind of shit that gets you scared, right? Get the fuck out. Come on back here. You got anything on you? Alright, put your hands up top.
It didn't take a genius to know something was up with this suspect. He was very irritable and acting strangely. The officer's hunch was correct when they discovered something unsurprising.
Okay, you got anything in your car? Nothing at all. Okay, what were you reaching back to the back seat for?
Because I got stuff that I bought, tissue and all that stuff.
So you needed a tissue and I told you to get out of the car?
I got all that stuff, like tissue and... I'm pretty sure.
I don't need you to show me. You missed one of the pieces of tissue on your seat, which is not tissue. Come on over here. There's coke on the seat. There appears to be coke in plain view.
The officer found several illegal drugs and substances stashed in his car, which explained his earlier unusual demeanor. They also discovered several empty wraps of the illegal drugs, suggesting the suspect had hurriedly consumed them to hide them from the officers. This discovery prompted the officers to halt examining the evidence and quickly question the suspect about whether he had consumed these substances.
I'm gonna Mirandize him real quick, ask him what it is, and then ask him how much of it that he ate, because it could be a problem. Yeah. Would you speak with me about what's in the baggies?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we can talk about it. What's up?
Okay, what is that substance in there?
Okay.
Okay. How much of it did you consume while I was trying to stop you? Because all those little baggies are wet and they have residue in them, but they're empty. So did you try to eat them?
Why would I eat some coke?
To get rid of it, to destroy evidence. Okay, so you didn't do that, they were just wet on their own? Oh. Okay. It seems like you've got something going on right now, because you were not like this a little bit ago. Is that all it is cocaine to your knowledge?
Cocaine, that's it.
He claimed not to have ingested these substances. However, shortly after, the suspect made a very unwise move.
I don't know.
To the white guy, black guy.
Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance.
I got someone to ask.
What was your bias after the concert? It's so hard. All of them are so good. So I think Sophia.
Right now?
Yeah, I think Sophia and James.
My mouse is broken, so I can't really go.
Call the ambulance.
For what?
Call the ambulance, man.
What do you need it
Call the ambulance, please.
What do you need it for?
Call,
We
hey,
have to
they're
give
not
a
calling the
reason.
ambulance. I saw this cocaine and they're not calling the ambulance. Call the ambulance, man.
Okay, relax.
Call the ambulance. Hey, call the ambulance, please. Call the ambulance.
Why do you need an
Hey,
ambulance?
I saw this cocaine a lot. Call the ambulance. Bob, man.
He was initially messing around, but shortly after, he began crying for help once more, and seemed to be serious this time. However, like the boy who cried wolf, the officers weren't particularly motivated to assist him.
How much of that did you swallow?
Honestly, I didn't swallow nothing. I bought 4 bags. 3 bags.
There's like 7 or 8 there, and there is like 3 left.
Probably, yeah. Snorted? I snorted.
Shoving them out.
I'm not in the hospital before I swear to God. I need the hospital. Hey! Call the ambulance! Call the ambulance, please! Hey, call the ambulance!
Why are you screaming?
Call the ambulance!
You
I
just
swear to God! Hey! Call the ambulance! I swear to God!
Okay, we're gonna shut the door and let you relax here for a minute, okay?
Please. I swear to God.
You need to relax.
I swear to God! Call the ambulance! Call the ambulance! Call the ambulance! I need the ambulance!
Okay.
I need the ambulance, please! Hey!
We're gonna get you.
Hey!
Hey, you gotta let us unbuckle you.
I need the ambulance! I need the ambulance!
You gotta let us unbuckle you.
I swear to God, I need the ambulance! I swear to God! I swear to God!
Coming up.
The situation had become dire for the suspect as he had apparently ingested a dangerous amount of the drug and was experiencing severe effects.
I got cocaine in my stomach! They're coming! They're coming! I swear to God! Hey! Hey! They're coming, man!
Just relax, they're coming. You have to relax.
Pull my heart! Pull my heart!
You have to
Pull my
relax.
heart! I can pull my heart! Hey! Come pull my heart!
Just relax.
Pull my heart! Hey! Hey! Pull me! Give me CPR!
EMTs arrived soon after, but they weren't much help, as it seemed this man seemed to be done for already.
Hey, come pull my heart! Come pull my heart! No, come pull my heart! Hey, pull my heart! Hey, pull my heart! Come here! Come pull my heart, man!
Probably like, well, I have about 70 bags, yeah.
Don't save me, man! I saved my own! I saved it on my own! They not pull my heart! They didn't pull my heart! Oh, she didn't do none of that! What are you doing? He's trying to check you out. You too. Save me, man! Save me, man! I can't talk to you yelling at me. Stop that.
Tell me what's going on.
Over here. He's trying to ask you a question.
The suspect, later identified as Lamar Bell, did not survive after being rushed to the hospital, and all officers were cleared of any wrongdoing during the encounter by both the police department and the DA's office. This suspect did that to himself, and the officers' inaction only hastened it. However, in the next case, both the officers' actions and the suspect's irresponsible behavior led to a very deadly outcome. On May 20th, 2019, police officers responded to a scene following reports of a man displaying a firearm during an argument. Upon arriving at the scene, they could tell who their man was.
No, God, you saw me, and why do you think you stop here? I wasn't paying attention, I'm paying attention to this. Why would you do that?
Actually normal for him. I didn't even see the attention stage normal.
I want that cop in jail in cuffs, and I want all the prisoners to beat him down. Because there's no way you're gonna look at a black man and say, when he says, well actually, look at any man and say, he can't breathe, and you say, I don't care, as a cop. Yeah, that's mad. Jimmy? No, come. Wait, no, come. Okay. Did he put his elbow on his neck?
The suspect was clearly struggling and gasping for air, but he made the situation even more difficult by refusing to surrender and was even in possession of a firearm. The suspect was held in this uncomfortable position for over 13 minutes until another officer arrived and successfully disarmed him.
He's acting like he's unconscious. 72.
Where's his head? Oh, there it is. That's what to say.
As the suspect began to struggle to breathe and gasp for air, medics were quickly called to the scene.
There you go. Derek, what's going on? Stand up, don't fight. What do you mean?
They didn't take anything other than you beating. I don't care. They keep beating you. They keep beating him and he says, what did he take? He took his hand, he took your hand, and he let you guys, and you guys, I swear he put his elbow on his neck. Did he not put his elbow on his neck? I swear I saw his elbow like.
Yo, give it to him.
Stand up, don't fight. What do you mean?
The suspect, identified as 42-year-old Derek Scott, was pronounced dead. But what happens when a cop almost kills his own colleague? While serving a search warrant in another apartment, Lafayette police officers were alerted after receiving reports of a dangerous criminal using a nearby apartment as a hideout. However, as the officers went to investigate the hideout, something unfortunate happened to one of them.
Lafayette Police Department, anybody inside? Right now, we come Hey, what's up?
After clearing the entire house and finding nobody, the officers attempted to exit. However, something unfortunate happened when the dog broke out of its cage, forcing one officer to take a very dangerous action.
Hey! What happened? What happened?
Wait, did he actually shoot his own colleague? Oh! Headshot, 223. That's for George Floyd. That's where all the other people. I'm playing. I hope she's alright though.
What happened? You have your taser out? Where are you shooting? Hey, relax. You have your taser out? Right here.
That was the moment the officer realized his firearm had struck the female officer.
Wait, what's in the taser?
He radioed for EMS. Seeing the medics were taking too long, the officer brought their patrol vehicle and sought help for themselves.
Was it a gun or a taser?
Put pressure on that. On her back.
It has to be a gun. So he shot his own colleague with a bullet. Fuller house, yeah. Fuller house, yeah. Fuller the hell? Yeah.
Hey! Get her in here. We're taking her to the hospital right now. Open it. We're taking her right to the hospital ourselves. Get in. Come on, baby. Hang on, door. Go. Pressure, baby.
The ambulance arrived shortly after.
Pressure. Hey, baby, look at me. Wait.
Who? You shot your own girlfriend? You shot your... if they're dating, that would be even mad, because you shot your own girlfriend. And even if it was accidentally, you pulled the trigger. Crazy. Shot your own girlfriend.
Ambulance, stop here. Get us out of this door. Get us out. Come on. Stacy's here, let's go. Side door. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You're almost there. Right back here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on, we're almost there. Let's go, get her up there.
The officer survived the gunshot, but was in critical condition and may never be able to return to policing. In the next case, however, the suspect acted very irresponsibly, but was in critical condition and may never be able to return to policing. In the next case, however, the suspect...
Wait. Wait, she died! Wait, she actually died!
The officer survived the gunshot, but was in critical condition and may never be able to return to policing. In the next case, however, the suspect acted very irresponsibly, fleeing from the police, and he ended up paying the ultimate price.
Let's see how rare are before. I'll go first. You already know. May 27th.
Police officers were dispatched after a witness screaming drunk husband Alonzo Bagley, causing a disturbance and threatening her and her children. As the officers arrived and saw the man at the door, a very dangerous encounter kicked off.
What's your name? Alonzo. Hey, can you step out more? Sit down. Sit down.
Wait, can you blame?
Let her. Put the dog up.
As the officer followed the man through the door, the demand pulled a quick move on the officers.
How many people have a crush on you?
No, that's just hardcore. The way that body cam went, it sounds like he should be in the NFL. He's like, black male, blue shirt. Technically, you can't blame him. I think it was an accident. He saw a person and he probably thought that he was gonna... No, it's actually, we don't blame you. We don't blame you. Let's just hope the person survives.
No. Come on. No, man. No.
In my perspective, if I saw a blue shirt guy running at me, but I would shoot him too, because we don't know what could happen. So I don't really blame the officer for shooting, but it's kind of... I don't call that irresponsible from that officer.
No, man. No, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. It's Indiana, that's right now. It's 19, kids. 19. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Stay with me. Stay with me, man. Stay with me, man. Stay with me.
They continued determined to do their utmost to keep the man alive while awaiting the arrival of paramedics at the scene.
Hey, go to the front of the building. Go to the front of the building. Wait him down. Oh, here, guys. Over here. Over here. He's in the back. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Look at me. Look at me. Hey! Respond! Come on! Come on!
The suspect was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Subsequently, the man's family filed a civil lawsuit against the police department and the officers, while the shooting officer also faced criminal charges for his actions. If
How did he get criminal charges? No, explain this. I don't even blame him. How did he get criminal charges?
Too handsome to quit. Wow, he's so beautiful.
And what's his name?
He's so cool, and I wish I was like him.
No, that doesn't count. That guy was being stupid.
Comment section says, wow, they love him so much, but
Yes! How did none of these officers get criminal charges? You choked him out for 30 minutes! And then he died at the hospital.
but in reality,
And you mocked about it too, because I saw on the show. And how did you not get criminal charges? This guy knows the story. The police system is rigged. They hate good cops. They want bad cops running the place. But guys, hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. And comment down below if you want another video.